What is up, guys, and welcome back to episode number 19 of the Leeds United Career Mode here on YouTube. We start this episode off by taking on Watford in the FA Cup. We have that game to come just in a second here, and I'm looking forward to going into this one. Obviously, we've knocked out a few big names out of the Cups recently in Arsenal, who have unfortunately beat us. We should have knocked out Arsenal, but we didn't manage to do that. But we've managed to knock out Manchester City, we've managed to knock out West Brom. So it's looking good in terms of our form in the Cup, and if we can go all the way in the Cup, it would make me a very happy man. But I'm not expecting us to go all the way in the FA Cup. You can see here, we are taking on Watford at home, just like we did Manchester City. We took them on at home, and we gave them an absolute run for their money. So our home form in the Cups have been absolutely brilliant. So I'm thinking here, we can do a job over Watford here. We can do another job over a Premier League side is what I was looking to do here. As you can see, two teams on their way out. This is the teams that are left in the FA Cup. So if we do win this game, the only chance of us not getting a Premier League side is very slim, because there are a number of Premier League sides, which is to be expected. You know, we're getting into the quarterfinals now of this FA Cup stage, and if we do get through in this round, that means that we are expected to reach a Premier League side in the next one as well. So we've faced a number of Premier League sides in this cup so far, and it's only fitting that if we beat them, we will be facing Premier League sides from here on out if we do get through against Watford here. You can see Okaka is their man to watch. 4 goals in his last 3 appearances for Watford, and I can tell you that when we do play this game, he was a real handful. He has a lot of strength in game, and he just caused me a bit of an issue with defensively. You'll see it coming up in a second. That was a team that we named. It's our usual second team, as I've said before in numerous episodes. I need to stop calling them the second team. Let's call it our cup side, as you can see, with Cooper, Bartley, Eiling, Coyle, and Silvestri as the defensive unit. Murphy, Diarraga, and I do believe Ronaldo Vieira as the middle three, with I think it was Dallas Dakara, is it? And who is the other one? Sacco as the front three. Obviously, Sacco has been in absolute wonderful form for us in the Cup, and he also was rewarded with a league start not so long ago. So Sacco is definitely our danger man for us. Their danger man was Okaka. So Sacco is ours, and Okaka is theirs, which is sort of rhymes in a way. So, yeah. We managed to create the first chance, though, in this one very early on with Dakara back in it to Diarraga. A great strike from the central midfielder, but it was a wonderful save from Gilherme in the Watford goal. I was very unfortunate that we didn't manage to score there in the opening few minutes of the game. We caused a lot of danger there with that initial shot. It was a nice back heel, I do believe, from Dakara. The cross comes in, though, from the same thing where we just managed to actually win the corner. And I wasn't even controlling Sacco from the corner, but he manages to nod it into the back of the net for us. So 15 minutes into the game, we lead a 0-0 against yet another Premier League side who are on the verge of knocking out if it stays as it is. We're only 15 minutes in, though, so we do have a long period of time before we will get to the 90th minute stage and we will knock them out of the FA Cup. But at the moment, things are sailing and going so well for us as Sacco nods us in the lead there with his second goal in the FA Cup. I have to say, though, that was thankful to EA, because I wasn't even controlling Sacco. I was controlling the man in front of him. Who knows if we'd have been able to put it in had Sacco not have done it with the man that we was controlling. But thankfully, Sacco did it anyways. And it wasn't too long after that Watford then tried to create their first chance of the game. Okaka, their danger man, lovely little run from him, but he could only fire his strike wide of the post, and it was the wrong post that he actually hit. He hit the one behind the net, not the one on the inside of the sticks, and it made it go in. So we were still 1 up in the game. Dakara now into Sacco to make it 2. Surely Sacco's effort is well saved by Gilherme, although it was hit straight at him. It comes back to Sacco, who slides it to make it Leeds United 2, Watford 0, and 26 minutes into this FA Cup game, we were cruising in the game. Yes, Watford just had that initial chance where they could have easily put it 1-1 had he have got it on target. He didn't get it on target, and we made Watford pay for that by going up the other end. Sacco's initial shot is well saved by Gilherme. He kept his Watford side in the game in the opening few minutes of this one, as you saw, making the save, but then we scored from the corner rebound, from the corner, and then he made the save there, but then we scored from the rebound with Sacco. So we were 2-0 up into the 66th minute now as Louis Coyle into Liam Cooper. We were just having some fun with them, in all honesty. I was knocking the ball around so well, keeping control of it, making sure that Watford didn't get anywhere near the ball. We win a free kick here, as you can see, 68 minutes into this game. I looked to see who we had to be able to take this free kick, but we didn't really have anybody on. So I decided I also wanted to save Murphy and Vieira for the upcoming game in the Championship. So I made the change here to bring on Alex Moa, and I do believe Pablo Hernandez are the two to come on in this game. Make the changes for Murphy and Ronaldo Vieira, as I was looking to hit this with Pablo Hernandez, but in the end I actually chose to go with Moa, and you'll see it coming up here in a second. I actually, as the changes were made, looked at Pablo Hernandez. I was thinking I was going to hit it with Pablo when he came on, but then I thought, you know what, we're just going to go with Moa. I know he takes free kicks in real life for Leeds when he's playing, so let's have a look and see what he can do from this resulting free kick. The wall jumps extremely early, and how about that for a wonderful free kick from Alex Moat 69 minutes into this game. The young man puts us 3-0 up in the game with an absolute thunderbolt of a free kick. This year in FIFA, those free kicks look so good. How good does that look from that camera angle? But I have to say, the wall jumped extremely early from Watford. I didn't press to shoot, and for some reason they jumped up, so that's a mistake on the wall's part. Had they have not done that, maybe Alex Moat's effort doesn't go over the wall and end up in the back of the net. If they'd have jumped at the correct time, they would have probably blocked this shot from Moat, but they didn't manage to do that. 72 minutes in now, Watford would then get themselves a chance in the game. Robert Pereira, I think I've just butchered that name, obviously formerly of Juventus, now at Watford, has an effort at goal, but sees his effort go way over the bar. Silvestri from the goal kick tries to play it out at the back like I have done so many times. It's caused me so much issues as well when it doesn't work out and end up conceding from. The pass from Diarraga is straight into Pereira, who links up with his Watford teammate again, but again this time he could only fire it wide, so it wasn't over but it was wide. Into the 87th minute now, and Holibas tries to cross it in. Eiling clears only as far as Etienne Capoue, whose strike was going in until it was blocked from Eiling, who made the initial header. So a very good block from the fullback to keep it still at Leeds United 3, Watford 0. From the resultant corner, Watford try and whip it in. It's well headed, but in the end we end up just smashing it out, clearing the ball upfield. Watford win the header to bring it down. It comes to, I do believe, I'm not sure who that name is actually, from Watford. They did a nice bit of work from him. Puts in Troy Deeney. I'm thinking, right, this is 3-1. But a wonderful save from Silvestri keeps it at 3-0. I mean, we're going to get a clean sheet in the game. Not only that, but we've knocked out another Premier League side to add to our list of Premier League sides that we have beaten at home. So, very good to see. We absolutely dominated Watford on the day. They had the same amount of shots, but target-wise, they hit one of them on target, whereas we hit 5. So we were dominant on the day. Very good performance all around from the boys. I couldn't have been happy with that. Sacco scoring as well twice, I do believe, on the day. So header and then the rebound effort. And then obviously Moat's won the free kick, giving us the lead there. But, you know, Silvestri played his part as much as anybody on the pitch. He made a couple of saves in which Watford had a few chances to come back into the game. And had he not made those saves, maybe the game would have been different for us. But he made some absolutely wonderful saves to keep us still with the clean sheet, meaning that we come away with the clean sheet and a 3-0 victory in the end. So it's very nice to see that we were able to compete with the Premier League sides, let alone, you know, we managed to knock out Manchester City. Yes, that was a very close game, but Watford are one of the Premier League sides that when we do get into the Premier League, if we get there, I would be looking and thinking, right, well, this is points we can pick up here, because obviously Watford, no disrespect to them, are a lesser side than the top 4 and top 8 in the Premier League. So if we were to get there, Watford would be one of those sides that I'd be thinking, well, we need to try and pick up points here if we want to stay up in the Premier League. That would be one of the sides I'd be looking at to try and beat. So it was nice to see that we were able to do it now. We're in the Championship, so fingers crossed when we get to the Premier League, if we do get there, we'll be able to do the same thing by knocking them out, and not knocking them out, rather, by picking up 3 points when we do get to the Premier League, if we do get there. And as you can see here, we had a second game of the episode against Nottingham Forest. Looking forward to this one as well. We're in good form after that 3-0 victory over Watford we just won. Coming into this one, we were playing at home again. It was actually snowing on the day, which is a bit weird, because obviously, I don't know if you've seen it recently, it doesn't really snow. In terms, actually, I'm not even sure where we're in Korea at this point. I think we're into, like, what is it, February time, maybe in January. We're still in January. I can't quite remember. I've recorded a lot of episodes of Korea today, guys, and it's been so long. I played like 2 or 3 months in a row, so yeah, I don't quite know where I'm in career mode in terms of part of the season. I think we're closer now to actually near the end of the season than we are to hit in the winter break in terms of that one. As you can see, the best defensive teams in the league is obviously us. Leeds United on 12 goals conceded, which the last time we conceded was those 2 goals against Bristol City that took it from 10 to 12. So again here against Nottingham Forest, I was looking to not concede, but not only that, I was looking to try and score as well to give us the 3 points that we so needed in the Championship. Yes, we're playing well in the Cup, but the league, or rather our board, don't really care about the Cup in all honesty. They want us to hit and try and fight for promotion. And at the moment, we're still chasing the top 2, trying to get ourselves into automatic promotion. As Chris Wood should have made it 1-0. He ended up shooting against the Nottingham Forest defender. It rolls out for a corner. Absolutely poor strike in the end from him. Comes to Joel Green on this right-hand side. 34 minutes in now. Joel Green, nice bit of work to get him into a good position. Tries to feed in O'Kane. It comes back to O'Kane, whose effort is dragged wide of the post. So 2 chances in the early part of this game, and really we should have done better with both of them. As Joel Green, again, nice work from him. Puts it into a dangerous area. I think it's Iwobi this time. His effort comes back off of the bar. Now, I couldn't believe it. I was thinking, Jesus, man, how many chances am I going to need before I score? Joel Green's effort then, after he made the initial effort for Iwobi, ends up wide of the post. And at half-time, we were still 0-0 in the game, which is extremely frustrating, because if you look at it, we've had 4 chances so far in this one, and we haven't really done anything with them. It's into the 57th minute now. Bridcut, nice little interchanging play with Pablo Hernandez. Hernandez gets in through a lovely touch past the defender, and you're going to see it actually goes in between the goalkeeper's legs. It's a good effort from Pablo Hernandez, I have to say. He took it early. As soon as he beat the defender, he took the strike on with his weaker left foot. Oh, yeah, I'd say weaker left foot. It's not really a weaker left foot, is it, when you have Pablo Hernandez in your side? He's probably confident with both feet, with the ball at his both feet. As he gets past the defender, hits the strike early. Keeper's started to come out, and then you're just going to see it. It's extremely poor goalkeeping, I have to say. Goes right through the middle of the goalkeeper's legs, and if this was a real life game, commentators would be absolutely howling the goalkeeper for that one. Poor goalkeeping in the end by the goalkeeper, but I'll take it every day of the week. It puts us 1-0 up in the game. Like I said, I need to try and get as many points as I can to chase down these front two. Pablo Hernandez, 78 minutes in, they committed men forward, did Nottingham Forest, so I went on the break, and Pablo Hernandez made it 2-0 in the 78th minute of this game. Very nicely worked as well, I have to say, but again, you're going to see the goalkeeper should be saving this with his hands. I don't know why he went to the ground so much with his feet. He doesn't even attempt to save it with his hands. You'll see it from this angle. If you take a look now, what on earth is the goalkeeper doing there? Doesn't even attempt to make a save. It's the one bonus of a goalkeeper. You can use your hands. He didn't use his hands. He went to ground with his feet, tried to save it with his feet again, and in the end just made himself look like a fool as we won the game, or we managed to make the game 2-0 to us in the game. Making tried to clear the ball there, didn't clear it very well, and Nottingham Forest would then have a shot on goal. And as you can see, we did manage to win the game by 2-0. So 2 goalkeeping errors on the day, but at the same time, Pablo Hernandez, 2 wonderfully taken goals, I'd say, from Pablo Hernandez, but at the same time the keeper probably should have been saving both, and as you can see there from the match facts, had we have not scored those 2 goals, it would have been a very boring game to watch, and we would have come away with a 0-0 draw, but we managed to pick up the 3 points, and that is all that matters. We are coming towards the end of this episode of Grim Mode. If you have enjoyed, don't forget to drop that like button. As always, thank you all so much for the support you've shown in the series, and I hope you have a very nice day, but I'm out. Adios.
3, Tottenham Hotspur 0. English Football League Championship. Barnsley 1, Wolverhampton